What's up, YouTube? Brian here with Team D-Boyz Infinity, and today I'm coming at you with another Casual Friday deck profile. This is for X-Sabers. It's kind of sad. X-Sabers are casual now. I remember when this deck was really good back in like 2010. It's one of my favorite decks of all time, so I have a lot of fun playing it still. I have the deck. This isn't Zodiac X-Sabers. You can play Zoo in the deck as like an engine. I'm not trying to like. This is like a casual deck profile series that I have going, so I don't want to put like a lot of money cards like Barrage and stuff. Like you could play Desires in here. I don't have any. It's kind of risky because I play a lot of one of X Sabers that you may not want to get rid of, but you could play stuff like that in here if you wanted to. The extra deck is kind of expensive, but if you're playing a synchro deck, you should be playing Trish anyway. So like I can't excuse like not no Trish or anything. So but anyway, without further ado, I'll get into the deck profile. For the monsters, you play 3 Faltraw. He's really good. He can bring back your X Sabers from the grave. He's integral to the hand loop as well. Him being a level 6, you can make like Ptolemy M7 and do the hand loop with Gothams. Is really nice. Um, then next we have 3 Boggart Knight. Boggart Knight is like the card you always want to start with. He gets your plays going out of hand, so he's really good as well. Because this deck plays a lot of like normal summon because it's old. Like the deck can still do stuff, but it needs to set up. It's really slow, which is kind of sad. But if you're playing your friends or something with this, you might be able to like beat them with it if they're not playing something that's like super fast. Because that is like the one problem this deck suffers from. It's really powerful, but it's really slow because it's like 7 years old or something. But Boggart Knight is like your one card. Like you need to pretty much see it in your opening hand so you can be able to play out your hand, get all your other X Sabers out that are dead. Your other like bricky normal summons. 3 Ember's Blade. Ember's Blade's really good, but just like a battle recruiter. He maintains advantage when he dies. It sucks when he gets killed by a card effect, but he's from way back in the day, so he has flaws. And then Dark Soul is our last 3 of. Probably the best card in the deck. It can search any of your X Sabers. During the end phase, of course, which a lot of times you're stuck like setting him and passing. So, but you can also, now that Cat is legal, you can go into like 2 of these off of Cat, and you can when they die in the end phase from the Cat, you can get 2 searches because he used to be every time he hit the grave you could get a search, but now it's only you get 1 search per copy that hits the grave. So if you get 2 in the grave, you can still get 2 searches, but there's definitely better plays with Cat, and I'll get to those involving this, besides summoning it for 2, going Cat for 2 Dark Souls. But if you have, like, if you drew your Cat target, then you can, that's like a not terrible play you can do. For the 2-Os, play 2 Full Helm Knight. You can search it with Rhoda, as well as Dark Soul. It's got a really good on-field effect, but it's a level 3 tuner, so it's really good for making plays with Hyunwei or Trishula. So, and then the 1 of X Sabers, we have 1 Arabellum is our Cat target, 1 Pashul. I might bump that back up to 2. It's usually at 2 in most builds. You can get to it with Rhoda, but he's hard to kill, and then his burn effect can trigger Saber Reflect, the new card out of Vengeance. And then 1 Ragigura, also searchable, because it's a Beast Warrior off of Tanky or Broadbull, and he's kind of neat because he helps with the hand loop. And then 1 of Power Cards, Rescue Cat and Maxi. And that rounds it out for the monsters. So onto the spells, we play 2 Saber Reflection. You don't really need 3, because a lot of the cards you're maxing on anyway, like Emergency Call that it's searching. But it's a really good card. It's just a really good search card for your spells and traps. Because those are not searchable. Your monsters are searchable off Dark Soul, and then you need to be able to add your spells and traps some way too. It helps boost the consistency. It makes the deck a little bit quicker since it's so slow. Just too tanky. I know I said at the beginning that you always want Bogger Knight in your hand, but you'd be surprised at how cloggy 3 is. You can try it if you want to, but I've tested 3 and it for me it was like insanely bricky. I didn't like it, so I cut it back to 2. But yeah, it gets you to your Bogger Knight or to your Rocket Hero. But since you're only running 4 targets, 3 can definitely be kind of clunky. 2 enemy controller. This card's really good. It works neatly. You've always played it in X-Sabers for its interaction with Full Helm Knight, because you can put a monster into defense mode, and then you can use Full Helm Knight to run it over and revive one of your monsters to make a synchro play. So you've always played it for that reason, along with Book of Moon. But I cut Book of Moon. I think this is better because you can use it on like a Dryden. Like you can put a monster in the field to threaten the Dryden, and then they use the effect to pop it, and then you can chain enemy controller, tribute it off, take the Dryden, and then I run Zodiacs in the extra deck, so you can stack on top of it as well. 2 Cosmic Cyclone. I was playing Twin Twister, but now this format I think Cosmic Cyclone's better. So it's kind of nice too, because you couldn't really afford the discard cost for Twin, but so yeah, 2 Cosmic Cyclone. 2 Chalice. Chalice is really good for stopping calamities. That card's broken. And then some one of Soul Charge. Obviously, it's a synchro deck. Rhoda to search your warriors. Instant Fusion for Norden, and Regeki for board wipes. It's broken. That's it for the spells. For the traps, we play triple Emergency Call, and we play 1 Saber Hole. You can search Saber Hole, which is kind of nice, and Saber Hole can stop normal summons like Masterpiece. So I feel like we have to play this format. And then for the generic stuff, 3 Strike, 1 Trap Stun, and 1 Warning. Trap Stun's really nice for your Hyunlei plays. I was playing 2 for like Paleos. It kind of sucks because they can still activate cards under it, but I was playing 2, but I cut it back to 1 since Paleo is less prevalent. And also, I cut Dimensional Barrier because Saber Hole is just a lot stronger card than D-Barrier against like the Masterpiece deck. So you have to have that ready. Onto the extra deck, we play 1 of the big guy Gotham's. He's our boss. And then 2 Hyunlei as the X-Saber monsters. We have 1 Trishula, 1 Stardust Dragon as a level 8. This card's really good for like stopping Dryden. There's one thing you can do. You can make it into a field with Dryden, and they may not be expecting it as a level 8. Also, this card, the other level 8 I'm playing is Crystal Wing. I don't have it. Again, like I said in the last Casual Friday deck profile, it's on loan to my friend who's playing True King Dinos with Zulkin. So, that's where my Crystal Wing is. Crystal Wing's really good in this deck because you can, there's some neat plays where you can like go Pashul out of hand to make this, nuke the back row, and then revive the Pashul. Like you go Bogger Knight Pashul, make that. Well, summon your Fall Troll first. Make this with the Pashul and the Bogger Knight, nuke the back row, and then use Fall Troll's effect, bring back Pashul, and then synchro on top of the Hyunlei for Crystal Wing. So that's a really cool play you can do to make Crystal. And then 1 Brionac, he's now legal as a level 6. And then our other level 6 is Barkion. You can make a 1-card Barkion with Cat going into Dark Soul and the what is his name? I can't remember. The Dark Soul and the Arabellum. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Arabellum because he was better with Cat back in the day. But yeah, that can make a 1-card Barkion. So that's really strong against like Paleo, and he's also 25, so he could run over the Toad as well. And then you play 1 Beast since you can make it, and Beast is really good as well. For the Xyz, we play a rank 6 Ptolemy. You make it with the Fall Trolls to do the hand loop, so it's really janky. And the rank 4s, Lightning to clear problem monsters, and then 2 Zodiacs. I play Dryden and Broadbull. Broadbull can search your Ragagura or your Boggart Knight. So it's really good card. And then also if you enemy controller like a Dryden, you can stick the Broadbull on top, search for a Boggart Knight or a Ragagura, whichever one you need, and then stack your own Dryden on it. So it's a really good also like defensive rank 4 option on turn 1. If you don't have any better plays, you can always like Boggart Knight into a Boggart Knight and make that, or Boggart Knight into like a Pashul and make like a level 6 synchro, and then like instant fuse it back and make the Broadbull to search like another Boggart Knight. So there's like all kinds of cool stuff you can do with that. And then the last extra deck monster is the 1 Norden for the instant fusion. I still want to test Theseus in this deck as an instant fusion target. I have not gotten mine yet. It's in the mail, so that's something I do want to test in this deck going forward. But anyway, that's the deck profile. So try it out. It's a really fun deck. Play with your friends. If you have any comments or questions about the deck list or suggestions to change about it, please leave them down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.